Praise Yahweh, my brothers and sisters. How y'all doing? Man, I just felt that get on here talk about some numbers real quick. And also just vent my frustrations because, bruh, I just made like the best video ever. This shit was like 40 minutes long. I was breaking down so much. As soon as I go to export that bit just delete it. Like, honest to God, honest to Yahweh, that bit just delete it. Like, bruh, I don't even know what just happened. Anyway, we gonna talk about some numbers because look, truth vibrates through number, right? And I should probably start off by saying this: I'm nowhere near as good as Yahi is at this at all in the slightest. Like, he is the one with that detective shit. I'm just the one who can like see and understand it and speak to you about it. Like, he can show you, I can tell you, but like when it comes to actually like getting the numbers and shit, bro, compared to him, bro, you get the idea. But that being said, the fact that we about to go into what we about to go into, and the fact that I don't know what the hell I'm doing with this shit, and I still have come to understand these things, yeah, we're gonna talk about that. So, like, yeah, he be saying all these, like, comic books, video games, and all that, such and such. And, you know, like, actors in Hollywood, especially movies and shit, like Castor State, for example, it all just be symbolic of, like, King David, duality ceremonies and such, for example. People, like, characters with 144 powers, such as the Justice League, will fight black angels descending from the skies or some shit like that. Or, like, another good example is Avatar, The Last Airbender. The characters have the ability to bend elements, like, you know, control elements like we do, but the way they attain it is through the other side, which is all that other extra shit, you feel me? So it's a duality ceremony. They do shit like that all the time. Zuko, one eye symbolism, all that shit. But basically, if you're wondering why I put the C in there, it's like, you know how he has that, he type in Reiko Siege and all that shit be coming up. Well, basically, before I even knew about the C, I was looking up numbers and I seen the entry, and it literally said this, like word for word, it said, add C to his entries. So I'm like, fuck. Then I tried it, and it just, like, now every time I put C with something, it always, like, comes back to me in some type of way. And I just be seeing the same shit over and over again, and it just all makes too much sense. So that being said, we finna hop in this man's right here in the back. I love this series. This is like one of my favorite video game franchises of all time. Been that way since I was a very, very young boy. Shit came out in 1986. And I never could quite understand what it was about like Link or like about the game that I just resonated with so much. And, you know, fast forward all these years, now 2020, I've come to understand a lot more about the world and a lot more about what's about to go down. So, we finna hop into that. Child, you know, angels speak through goddamn colors, frequency, and sound, and, you know, stuff like that. And you know how he in the videos be talking about how, like, for example, that nigga from Captain State is, like, dressed like him in his photograph, for example. They'll do stuff like that. So, for example, this nigga right here, but they also do duality. It'll be some good, some bad. So, for example, like, this nigga right here, he looks like, with the hair and the skin color, like, nigga, I have twists in my hair, and I'm brown, beautiful shade of brown. But, like, in terms of, like, face, the nigga actually kind of looks like me. I can't even lie. It's a little weird. But, and also with the sword, bro, like, I've always loved swords. Like, even since I was a young nigga, I was, like, too weak to even pick it up. But I still had me a sword. I got my mama to order it for me and shit. She was looking at me like, the fuck do you want that for? And I just never knew. But basically, man, and it's like the whole thing with this number shit, bro. Like, look, if you don't get it, you're not meant to get it. If you want to be a part of this, but you're not a part of it, you're not meant to be a part of it, because all this came to be spiritually, bro. Like I told you, I've been playing. The game came out in 1986. I've been playing this game for so long, like, and just about the whole world in general. Like my mama told me when I was born, she knew what was over my life. You feel me? So it's like if you know, and like for example, another example at church when I used to go. Thank you. When I used to go to church, there's one time I'll never forget this day. I remember like it was yesterday. It was like a line. So I was in the line walking up to the pulpit, preacher laying hands, like it's turned up, like they feeling the Holy Spirit, yeah. It's turned up. He lays his hands on me, he just gets to going crazy, like you have no idea the great things God is going to do for you. No, now, like pointing at me and shit, like getting butt, like no, now, God's hand is on you. Everybody looking at me, like looking around and shit, like what's going on? I'm just standing like, bro, thank you. You feel me? But I say all that just to say, you not just finna like, bro, look, this shit is not just finna come together out of the blue. Like, it all, like Yahabe said before, not Yahabe, like, Yahi has said before, Yahabe's ways are circular. You know, once he puts your legacy out there, he puts it everywhere. So you just gotta, like, if you haven't thoughts about this, look back at your entire life as a whole, compared to everything that's going on now. I just, like, if you are meant to piece it together, you will. But anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Let's hop into these numbers, man. First off, Yahushua Mashiach, my king, my big brother, the one whom I look up to for about his redemptive work. I would not even be able to pray to my father, talk to my father, none of that. None of that at all. Give it all to him. Tyson Fury, another psyop. Niggas possessed just like Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder have said a million goddamn times, yeah, I got a freakish power from hell in my right fist. You know, my damn ancestor. Sometimes me and the Bronze Bomber want two completely different things and shit. Like, okay. Look at some Tyson Fury. I mean, not Tyson Fury. Look at some damn Bronze Bomber highlights. You can see it clear as goddamn day if you know anything about anything. That this nigga be possessed when that Bronze Bomber be taking over, the way he looks, the way he moves. Like, again, straight from the fucking horse's mouth. He said it himself. I'd be scared. Like, I don't know my own strength in that state. Because, like, my whole body, my whole mind state is different. Tyson Fury, too. Gypsy King shit. Can't keep his damn tongue in his mouth. Goddamn licking blood off a grown man's neck like a fucking offspring of Cain on some shit. During their last match. And if you look at their interview, if you look at the damn, like, meet-up interview before their first fight, that shit's esoteric as hell. They talking about possession and shit. Talking about this nigga Tyson Fury looking at Deontay Wilder talking about some goddamn, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the other guy. Like, what the fuck? You tell me what the fuck you think that means. You did? And I don't know. I mean, so, like, you have to understand all this shit, like, all this devilry with these sports, these damn movies, these cartoons and shit. It all comes together into one web. Like, yeah, he says it's all just ceremonies about the damn final war with niggas like me and him. Moving on, Archangel Raphael. Now, look, I always knew, especially, like, since I was, like, 17 for real, that niggas was different. But I just really came to find out who I really was recently. So here's how it happened. So April 1st, the week of the pink supermoon at Crown Yahi, on April 1st, my father passed away. 6 days later, on April 7th, I turned 20. And then, like, 2 Saturdays after that, I was, like, really going through it, and I was praying a lot, and, you know, through private conversations, I came to understand who I really was. So that's how that goes, and it just all makes a whole lot of sense. As you can see, it says it right there, the existence in the DNA, you know, shit. Angelic blood, Melchizedek order, they call it alien DNA, whatever you want to call it. Just like he said, bro, like, this is not a game, like, real celestial stuff. Like, you're talking to I'm talking to you. It's another one right here. Straight from the horse's mouth. This ain't no joke. Like, I'm not the only one. He not the only one. It ain't too many of us, but it's enough. Best believe that. Green flame of the 5th ray. I'm not too sure exactly what that means, but, I mean, look, bro. Purple flame, green flame, twin flames, all that. Ray guy, Rayco seed, whatever. A whole lot. Sounds familiar. Gene created the gene, yes. Well, my gene does absorb Ruach. You know, the Father, his presence is radiation, Ruach. I guess that all makes sense, comes together. Master healer, yes indeed. Pretty much anything you ever look up about Raphael is going to come back to him being a healer. Feeds right back into my personality. I love helping people. I love talking to people. Just my empathy is to the point where, like, my mother is like, literally on some other spiritual stuff. My mother was praying over me one night. She told me, like, I gotta work on my heart. People can get to me through my heart. You feel me? Like, I love animals to death. Like, it's just, man, it all comes together. It's like, I'm not just talking about myself. Like, if you feel that you are, like, a part of this, like, you gotta think about everything. Then next up, we got social distance. Yeah, it's really like that with these psyops. These niggas have this shit planned out way in advance, bro. Keep in mind, this damn game series started in 1986. The last fucking game for this shit came out in like 2 or 3 years ago, bro. And look, it says it right there, link Hero of Time. Yahi talking about in the last video, he was just talking about we're in the middle of a time travel war. It's just all the same shit, bro. It's really, I still, honestly, sometimes I can't wrap my head around this shit, bro. Like, I just turned 20, bro. Like, you feel me? His hair turned from black and bright white. That's pretty self-explanatory if you know anything about anything. I hate going to church, been that way since a young nigga. 99, that represents something. I know it's on Alita's back, and I know Alita represents us in a way. But you gotta check with Yahi about that. The electric storm, I've seen it in my dreams, visions, through prayer, visions from the Father a million times. That like my main strongest power when this all pops off is definitely some lightning. And boy, that be vicious. Oh, these three up here trip, make America great again. Right, bro? Come on, bro. What is that doing right there, man? What is that doing right there? Barack Hussein Obama, you mean the Antichrist, invisible enemy, you mean the shadow government, whatever you want to call it, the cabal, Zionists, whatever you want to call it, the secret societies. Like, let's go right down to Tupac Amaru, 312, Tupac Amaru Shakur. It's like, yeah, he be talking about, they're all psyops. He up there with Prince and them, bro. And like, if you really can't get that through your mind, I'ma just be blunt with you, bro. Get your head out the fucking clouds. Realize these niggas don't give a damn about you. And if they knew that you knew any of this shit back when they was popping, they would have caught their handlers and put a hit on your goofy ass. Alright? And that's just the way it is. Next up, just like how Micaiah pops up in Yahi's videos all the time, and how recently in his last one I started popping up too. I be seeing Gabriel Micaiah all the time. Look what else popped up, Decoder. We're all on the same team. Celestial Man. We're all on the same team. Go down to Kobe Bryant. Kobe died so sad. Well, 678, my area code. Now, throughout all these numbers that have to do with me, like correlating with directly with me, like my name, my birthday and such, I done seen Kobe Bryant, Billie Eilish, Hillary Clinton, Trump, Kansas City Chiefs, like all types of stuff, bro. Like for real, like it's crazy. So, and yeah, he was just breaking down. He done broke down Kobe shit so many times. He broke down Nipsey shit when it came out. Like, bro, it's all the same. It's all about us. It really is. It sounds crazy. It is, because our fucking enemy is crazy. Get that through your head, bro. Is Raphael supposed to be Raphael in Islam or whatever? Angel of Music, which ties into... like, bro, first of all, I'm not really... You'll probably come to find out on this channel at some point how far I am with this music shit, but yeah. For example, I went to this family reunion in Alabama. This black lady who, I guess she might have seen me when I was a baby. I don't know. Point is, I never seen this woman a day in my life. Never seen a picture of her. Never heard her name. I don't know who the freak this woman is. As soon as I walk up to her, she like cuts herself off talking to me like, hey, you have an incredible gift, don't you? Is it music? Now, at this point, I already kind of like was a little like aware of what was going on, but I was nowhere near where I am now. So I was just kind of like, yeah. She was like, oh my, and I'm just like over here damn dumbfounded, like, bro, I've never seen you a day in my life. And you literally just cut yourself off, like you just got like a jolt. And like, how did you know? And so it all just comes back together. Just another lifelong connection. Like I said, if you feel like you're a part of this, you have to like make these lifelong connections. Like, and eventually it's like, I can't shake it, bro. Like, it's not even like I couldn't shake this shit if I wanted to. That's the thing. I'm not just like out here reaching or searching for this stuff to make it come together. I couldn't shake this shit if I wanted to, bro. I see it everywhere I go. It's crazy. Be the one, Matrix. I remember I looked up something to do with me with the goddamn scene and shit. That bitch said, wake up, Neo. Just like Yahi said, bro, that whole the needle in the head shit, and he learns Kung Fu and all that, that's Ruwa. You know, we don't gotta goddamn do all that extra shit. We just get it. And that's part of the reason why they hate us so damn much. They jealous. Barack death to the Antichrist. Like, he gonna catch that body on Yah. Inky Noah, I'm assuming like that's just some duality or something. If you didn't know, Inky is like Zeus, the false image of Jesus. Like, he's a psychopath. He and like the Jesuits, the Catholic order, they're the ones who are like his direct agents. So they'll like through sermons and shit, and through him they'll like send demons out to the people, then have them be cast out in the name of Jesus. And you wonder why that shit halfway be working. And then when the demons are off, you'll think it's by the power of Inky, when in reality, Inky was the one who put the demon on you in the first place. See, they're psychopaths, bro. We wrestle not with flesh and blood. These niggas are different. You have to understand that. It's either Inky or on Leo. I don't give a fuck. I'll murk them both. But you get the point. DNA clone ties back in with Yahi. Encoded image. Yes, indeed, is be everywhere. Healing angel. Well, that's even more specific. We already talked about that shit. Indigo child. I've been referred to that in pretty much every way possible throughout my entire life. Angels. It's cut and dry. Fuck it. Basically, angels. And so I changed it up over there. So look. Link, Savior, Hyrule. Hyrule's where this nigga lives. So I put that in with the C again. Just for shits and giggles, I was like, let me just get one more example. First thing that pop up, Black Angel. Black Angel, Negro God. That's what that means. You feel me? Like, you have to understand the nature of the enemy. It's not crazy to see this stuff. They're crazy. Like, motherfucker, if they just wanted to straight up fight, do you think any of this shit would be going on? They're obviously doing this shit for a reason. You feel me? They're scared to death. They know what's going on, bro. You just gotta think about the bigger picture. Anyway, all praises unto Yahweh in the name of Yahushua. Glory to the kingdom. Stay prayed up. And if you're one of us, get ready to go.